Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Imajah Rotu Saadah. I'm from B2 2019 class. My student ID 19, 22, 03, and 36. I would like to present a research proposal with the title Teacher Strategies for Teaching English Vocabulary to Young Learners. The first background of the research. With the vocabulary, students will be difficult to understand about English. Hidyati and Cahyono point out that the success in performing these four language skills essentially dependent on some language learning ingredients such as vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation, which are usually called as language elements. Among these three language elements, vocabulary is the core component of language proficiency, and it provides much of the basis for how well learners speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Vocabulary is essential for building knowledge of a new language. It provides basis for learning structure and grammar. Without vocabulary, is it not possible neither to communicate or improve in language? Well, acquire vocabulary ensure a good start to a successful learning process in good knowledge of language and ability to use it well in real life. In conclusion, based on the reason above, the researcher is interested in doing research on the teacher strategies in teaching vocabulary to young learners. The second research question. From the background of the study stated above, the researcher formulates the question as follows. A. What are strategies applied by the teacher in teaching vocabulary? And B. What are students' response toward the strategies applied by the teachers in teaching vocabulary? The third objective of the research. Based on the question formulated above, the aim of the study are: the first, to find out teacher strategies in teaching English vocabulary, and the second, to find out the students' response toward the teacher strategies in teaching vocabulary. The fourth benefit of the research. The researcher hopes that the result of the study will give contribution. Practically, the result of the study can be useful for English teachers and students. For teachers, this research can enable teachers to design appropriate materials and activities that suitable from them in order to improve their vocabulary teachings. So, it can make easy English teacher in the process of teaching and learning, especially in vocabulary aspect, which can involve students' motivation in learning English. Meanwhile, from students, it can develop and apply students' learning problems in learning vocabulary. So, it will be easier and interesting for students in learning vocabulary and success in vocabulary mastery. The fifth definition of the key terms. Teaching. Teaching is the process of carrying out those activities that experience has shown to be effective in guiding students to learn. Vocabulary. Vocabulary is the teaching material that will be taught to the student by the researcher according to the topics. The sixth, literature review. In order to avoid misunderstanding of the readers, is it important to define the key terms as follows. A. Teaching. Teaching is the process of carrying out those activities that experience has shown to be effective in getting students to learn. A major problem is that there is very little research that agrees systematically on anything called wisdom infrequently good, but sometimes is in error. Taken from B.O. Smith. And B. Vocabulary. Vocabulary is the teaching material that will be taught to the students by the research according to the topics. Is it best to teach by giving sick illustration of the meaning of the words? Vocabulary is knowledge the meaning of words learned by students at school. Vocabulary is a list of words that used to distribute communication with other people. So, with vocabulary, we can communicate more effectively and clearly. State a clear perspective on vocabulary learning is useful, but without a similarly clear perspective on meaningful instruction, students' learning in school will not be optimal. C. Teaching vocabulary. Schmidt said that there is no right or best way to teach vocabulary. The best practice in any situation will depend on the type of student being taught, the words target, the school system and curriculum, and many other factors. A number of principles, however, shall be considered when developing a vocabulary component to a language course, some of which are outlined here. 1. How many words and which words to teach? The second, the importance of learning the spelling and pronunciation of a word. And the third, taking advantage of the first language. And then, enjoyment with vocabulary. And the next, phrasal vocabulary. And the last, combining explicit teaching with incidental learning. And the young learners. Teaching for students of elementary school is not the same as teaching adults because they have different characteristics and motivation. They are different from adults, so the way of teaching must be different too. According to Scott, there are some general characteristics of the children in that group. They are competent users of mother tongue, and they can tell the difference between fact and fiction, and then they love to play and learn best when they enjoy themselves seriously and like to think that what they are doing in real work. They are enthusiastic and positive thinking, and then they are really on the spoken as well as the physical words to convey and understanding meaning. Furthermore, they are able to work with others and learn from others. Their own understanding comes through eyes, hands, and ears. And the last, they have very short attention and concentration. E. Strategies in teaching vocabulary to young learners. According to Harris, 1969, there are several methods in English learning process, especially to teach vocabulary to young learners. They are: the first, giving total physical activity, example games and total physical response activities. The second, providing hands-on activities, example to learn words, sentence, and practice meaningful language. And the third, internalizing concept through visual aids, example video, pictures, tabs, music, flashcards, and puppet toys. And the last, explaining things with nonverbal language. The seventh, research methodology. Research design. This study implies a descriptive qualitative design that explores the risk, depth, and complexity of phenomena. M.K. Millan and Schumacher. It provides that information as the result of observing the phenomena that happen related to the way. Thanks for attention. Apologies for my mistakes, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.